Hi, good morning, and welcome to Bit Gringos. I'm here with Mike Schwartz. Hi, Mike.
Hey, you're
I'm
Patrick.
Patrick. Hi. And we're just gonna, record this meeting and I don't know, maybe do a bit or just talk about life under quarantine, the Panama life, the Panama way.
The Panama way is the best way.
It is the best way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know why
So
it's the best?
what
Because we get to be in Panama and in the mountains and the tropics,
beaches
and the
and
trees and the birds and the rivers.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually in my studio here. It just looks like I'm on the beach because of the magic of I don't know, technology.
That's crazy.
There's a
Because with
place.
the magic of technology, it looks like I'm sitting in my house.
I know, but you're really on the beach.
I'm really on the beach. I made it look like my house. You're
Yeah,
in your house. And you made it look like the beach.
I know. It's wild. It's weird. Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah. Somewhere
Actually,
on
I'm
the
not at the beach. I'm not at the beach.
you're
This is
not
where I am. In
that really
my
where you
house.
are. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, actually, your where you are is a lot more interesting than where I am because it's just stucco concrete behind me. So this little beach thing, I think it looks a lot of fun, like a lot
It
of
looks
fun.
great.
I somewhere on this thing when I set it up, it says, "Oh, would you like to put in a virtual background?" I thought, "Oh, well, sure, why not?"
Oh,
So I
wow.
clicked it. So, but I don't know where to find it now.
Oh, sure. You just don't want to tell me
I okay, that's true.
because I might want to be on another planet
Well,
somewhere.
if you move your cursor around, all these things pop up at the bottom.
Really?
So
Oh,
maybe
yeah. You're right.
it's somewhere in there.
I,
Reactions, recording, stop recording, chat. This is new to me, the Zoom
yeah.
thing. I didn't even know it existed a week ago, you know. So
We're not really in touch with technology like the millennials are,
like the youngsters,
the youngsters.
yeah.
It was funny when we were the youngsters. Well, back then we didn't have real technology.
No, but
Technology to us was like a baseball card and the spokes. That was technology.
that's true. That's true. But as adults, younger adults, we still had to find a 9-year-old to come over and program our VCR, right? To get it to
Yeah,
stop blinking 12, 12, 12 all the
right.
time.
You could never find that clock thing that
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know how you do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it goes with us, the
yeah,
technology or lack thereof.
yeah.
But so now you're in your house. When was the last time you were out of your house?
Today is Monday. What's the date?
It's
Today the
around
6th,
April 5th or 6th, I
6th, I
think.
think.
7th, maybe.
I went out of my house for a little shopping run on Thursday, this past Thursday.
Okay.
Um, I went into town for some. I went to a store here we call Gago or Casa de Jamon,
Oh, Gago,
uh,
yes.
and it was stocked up with all kinds of good stuff, including fruits and salamis and cheeses and things like
Ooh,
that.
you're making me hungry.
Yeah, well, that's all we have to do is eat right
I
now.
know. Eat and drink.
Unfortunately, somebody was looking for a source of fruit, and I put that in, and they went later on, and they said there was no fruit. But
No fruit.
you know, I also went to you try and do a lot of different errands at one time to get them done, and I had to get a prescription at a drugstore, which was the drugstore I usually go to is closed right now in
Oh,
town.
yeah.
I had to go to another drugstore, and then I went to pick up a package at mailboxes, etc. And they have a system now where the door is closed completely,
Wow.
and you knock on the door. Well, first you find out how much your package is. You knock on the door with the exact change. You give them
They open a
the
little
money. They give you
window.
the package. Yeah, everything now is like a drug deal that we do.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
transaction is like, I got the money, I got the stuff.
Yeah. Do you get the
Uh,
papaya?
because
Yeah.
because I also picked up some food that we had ordered at Big Daddy's, And I really believe that everybody that's working or has a job or a business is suffering now terribly.
Yeah.
I would love to support them all. It's very difficult, but excuse me, we did order a lunch at Big Daddy's, and it was the same kind of deal. You call up, they tell you how much it is. I pulled into the parking lot, and Chris Young came out with the package. I gave him the money. It was like my second drug deal of the day. They weren't drugs. We're not buying drugs. Okay?
Oh, no.
No. And it was delicious and nice sides. Really, like we had coleslaw and mashed potatoes. It was delicious.
Yay.
And that was the last time I was in town. And
okay.
Now I have no plans to be in town
ever again.
Ever again. Maybe my last trip to town.
Okay.
For months. I don't know. But what about you, Patrick? I know you have a store nearby that you can go to.
In fact, Gabrielle has walked up to that store now as we speak. So I'll find out in a few minutes, hopefully, what they do and don't have. I was there. I was at that store just, I can't remember now, just before the quarantine. In fact, I think the last time I was there was the day they started prohibition, because you can't buy alcohol in Panama or Costa Rica, by the way. They have
what a good name for that, prohibition. It's like prohibition in the 1930s.
Yeah. It's really you're not allowed to purchase or consume alcoholic beverages
unless you have a Tommy gun. If you have a Tommy gun,
yeah, well, you do what you want then.
Yeah. And then you talk like this, see? Yeah.
You mugs, watch out,
my alcohol, see? Yeah.
I got some bootleg hooch coming in later on.
Yeah,
see?
we got some cooch coming in, see?
Yeah, everybody turns into
Nobody's going to get that
Edward
unless you're over 60. That's,
Yeah, it's weird. So yeah, the last time I was in that store was 20 minutes after Prohibition, and he would not sell any liquor.
We made the biggest mistake, and I'm not a real big drinker,
right?
But we ended up with one can of beer in our refrigerator when this Prohibition message came out. And we still have it because Pilar wanted to open the. I'm like, don't open the can! Don't open the can! We have to save it. We must save it. I don't know for what, but we have one can of beer that now we're holding it like the Holy Grail. Like we have this can of beer. No one will touch the can of beer.
Well, when you do open it, just like do a sip a day. Each one of you gets one sip a day. Put a piece of tape over it. Put it back in the fridge.
Yeah, that ought to work.
It lasts
really
for a week that way. Yeah. It'll be like beer Passover.
All right, beer Passover. And the beer lasted 15 days. It was a miracle. The miracle of the beer.
Yes. Nice. See?
And then for generations, people will be taking one sip a day for 15 days.
Wow. Yeah. See, that'll be the new thing at Hanukkah too,
The miracle of the beer.
Instead of the menorah, we'll have the beer.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. It's strange, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
So far, we can get everything we need, if we need to. Like, if we need to go to the store. I did. So that was the last time I was at the store. I did go to Romero last week. It was Monday or Tuesday, I think. Just before, because I had heard that this larger crackdown was coming, where, many people may not know that we're only allowed out of the house. Men are allowed out of the house for 2 hours on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And women are allowed out of the house to shop, ostensibly, on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So, but the way I had heard the rumor, and you know how the rumor mill is, it's going to be a total lockdown for 15 days. No one was going to be allowed out of the house at all, period, for any reason. So, and, you know, I know that rumors are rumors, but I thought, well, just in case. So I went to Romero. I stocked up on some fresh stuff, stocked up on, you know, beans and rice and all those provisions, the milk in the box that never goes bad.
Right.
It doesn't need refrigerating, stuff like that. And that was my last outing. That's the last time I've been out of the house. And of course, you know, they have the social distancing protocol. The tape lines are marked out 6 feet apart, and there's only one entrance. They closed the second entrance to the store. So there's only one way in and one way out.
Yeah.
And the guy is there with a bottle of Purell. They'll give you a squirt.
This is the international symbol now for Purell.
It is, yes. Por favor, tú tienes
¿Tienes Purell?
Purell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We, you know, the protocol is that you have social distancing of 6 feet, but there are some people out there that I try to stay 12 feet away.
12 feet from?
Just by looking at them, you know, you look at, you know, like you're somebody, I might go with 8 or 10 for you.
I think that's wise. I think so. Yeah.
But yeah, this is a you know, a serious matter. Of course, we're not really serious people, are we? But
we're not serious people.
We're not.
But you know, we have to use the tools we have to get by and survive.
If they do come down to that, you're saying like a total like quarantine of 2 weeks where you can't go out.
Yeah.
You know, I think we could do it. We've kind of been practicing for that. You know, we've been rehearsing for that.
Yeah.
But it would be tough. I mean, you know, I don't know how. You know, there have to be always exceptions. I mean, if you're, you know, have a medical emergency or something like that. But you know, I guess we could do it, and I guess it might make sense. I applaud the Panamanian government because I think every step they've taken has been very logical.
I do too.
Trying to keep, at least here in Panama, the pandemic to a minimum. So I applaud the government.
I think they're doing a great job. You know,
and probably way better. Sorry about cutting in, but way better than from what I understand in other parts of the world, and especially the United States, where my daughter is telling me that people are still behaving as if it's not that big a deal, going out in social situations and things like that.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I feel sorry for them, for all those people. I will say that I am not going back to the U.S. if I could help it at all. I mean, we were supposed to go back. In fact, our flight was for next week, but you know, we were flying out of Costa Rica, which is closed. Can't get into Costa Rica. We had a bus ticket to go to San Jose. The buses aren't running. So, and then JetBlue canceled all their flights out of Costa Rica.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. What I want to do, what I can do is just stay put. And really that is what I want to do.
Sure. And you should, and you have to. I mean, really at this point. But that does bring me to one of my little pet peeves, which I know a lot of businesses are hurting, and especially local businesses, and I try to support them. But I also had some reservations, some plane tickets, and Airbnbs and things like that, and they are not, the airlines are not giving you, or some of them anyway, are not giving you a refund.
Right.
They're giving you, like
a voucher.
A voucher to fly later.
Yeah.
And I think that's baloney, really.
That's bull. Yes.
Yeah. You have the money. I don't want to, or maybe I can't, excuse me, or I don't want to fly later.
Right.
You know, so we'll edit that part out.
Sure.
Probably not, I guess.
I don't know, maybe.
No.
But what I did read an article that said the FAA is going to require airlines to give you a full refund, not just a voucher.
Oh,
So
okay. I didn't know that. That would
I
be a
didn't,
good thing.
when, how the veracity of that story, I don't know.
Well,
And when that may take place, I don't know. I'm still
I
waiting.
think they should. I really do. I know that typically concert promoters, if you buy a ticket and they can't have the concert, they refund the money.
Yeah, yeah,
Me, that's a similar situation. It's there's no way anybody can fly now, so
nope,
refund the money.
yeah,
If I want to fly later, I'll fly later. The prices might be higher anyway, so
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Hard to say, or lower. The
or
price of
lower.
fuel is going down, at least for a while.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Of course, a lot of good it does. We can't go anywhere, but
Can't go anywhere. Yeah, the one
yeah,
time gas goes down, can't go anywhere.
yeah,
You know.
yeah, yeah.
But apparently, people are making a lot of omelets. They're cooking a
Yes,
lot. Cooking is
and
the thing now.
yeah,
Cooking,
me too. I'm making
yeah,
omelets. I'm making
omelets.
frittatas. I'm making bread and cake and all kinds of good stuff that are fun.
Yeah, yeah. I made a cake the other day. I mean, probably the first time in years. The box, I think it was expired by more than a year. It was
Yeah,
in my cupboard. That came out okay, though.
nobody got sick from it, right?
Nobody got sick.
Okay,
No.
good. All right. I'm not the biggest cake fan in the world. I'm more of a pie person. So at some point
Yeah.
this week, I'll probably be making pie.
Well, if I had a pie box in my cupboard, I'd be making pie too, but I don't know how to do it. And at this point, I'm looking around, what am I going to put in the pie? I don't know. I have like 3 potatoes and an onion, like, I don't know
Oh,
what.
the famous potato onion pie. I think that's
Onion
Irish.
pie, it's a big seller at the
Yeah,
diner.
yeah, yeah. I'll be having the potato onion pie, laddie. Hi. Well,
Uh,
I've got a big old bag of frozen blueberries from Price Mart. They come in the 20-pound bag.
I actually have one of those too. I could make a blueberry pie.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty easy, actually. I'll send you the recipe.
Okay, all right.
It's pretty simple.
You make dough like
Yeah,
for the pie?
yeah. Pie dough is just butter and or lard and flour, basically.
Oh, look at us. I mean,
know.
look at you. You're like giving recipes now.
Suddenly, I'm Martha Stewart.
You are.
It's a
You are.
good thing.
The
And
next
don't
time
forget to
I'm gonna
dump your
be
stock.
showing the pie. Here's the blueberry pie I made.
Yes, there it is.
Show the pie.
People can't eat it. They can't come over and share it, but at least you can, share pictures of stuff. I used to get kind of annoyed a little bit, and people would post pictures of, oh, here's what I'm having for dinner, And now I kind of live for that. It's like, oh, you had prime rib once. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
I never really got that posting the food before you eat it. I would take pictures of the plate after I ate it, the empty plate with like the
describe
fork.
what a delicious thing it was.
And I would go, wow, that was really good. That thing I had. Oh, I forgot to take a picture before, but here's the after.
Yeah.
I am not good with social media, as you can tell.
Yeah. You're not much of a socialist at all.
I'm not a socialist.
Yeah. Well,
don't bring politics into this. Let's not talk about politics.
We'll all get better at our media, our electronics, the interwebs and stuff like that, because we got nothing else to do. Well, that and bake pies.
Yeah. We fix things around the house.
Yeah. So like I said, this Zoom thing, it's a new thing to me. I think we can have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
And
she's back. We can have. I never even noticed this over here. You notice things about yourself, like, what is this going on over here? That's troubling. Yeah. Getting old. What can you do?
And that's what we degenerate to. Now we're making faces in the camera.
We'll have 30 seconds of weird faces.
Of weird faces. All right. Well, My lovely
Oh,
wife has
is that
returned
a
from the
Rod, is that
store.
a Rod Stewart group? Weird Faces?
What?
Oh, that was Faces.
Yeah,
Faces?
small
Rod Stewart.
faces.
Small
Rod
Face.
Stewart and faces and small faces. Yeah.
Okay.
We could start a group and call it Weird Faces.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the one thing I love. There's a weird face. I love about Boquete. Weird people. I mean, we have a lot of weird people,
Indeed.
and some have weird faces.
Indeed.
You know, that's good.
I had to dab my eye. Sorry.
Oh,
Well, yes, we have a variety of interesting. Hey, you know what? Maybe we should invite somebody to join us on one of these, and
we could do that.
we could heckle and hassle them.
Absolutely, or as
And
I like to say, absolutely.
absolutely, yes.
Absolutely.
We can get somebody else's perspective on this whole thing.
Yeah,
And
we should.
when I figure out how this background thing worked, maybe I'll try some different backgrounds for them.
Well, what about me? Can I try different backgrounds?
You could try it.
What
since
were
you
there
figure out how it
choices,
works.
like many choices, or don't give it away? Tell me in
I don't-
private.
Honestly, don't know yet. I don't
Oh,
know. Wait,
okay.
there's a more. Let's see what this more button is.
You have more?
No.
More.
Oh, there's an entry exit chime for when people leave. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Allow. No.
Yeah. Well, we
Allow
should.
participants to rename themselves. That's kind of cool. You can
Yeah.
rename yourself.
Yeah.
You don't want to be Mike Schwartz. You could be
No.
Flower Child Nightingale. I'm sorry, what? I talked.
Javier Romero. I just made up a name because we have good friends that are Romeros. You know.
Oh, see.
Shout out to the Romeros.
Yes, I love your supermarkets.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think let's see. We've been doing this for about a half an hour now.
Really, time flies.
I know.
That's great.
It was great. So
maybe we should wrap it up, and when this goes viral.
Oh boy, people can't tear themselves away from this. I'm sure.
Cannot stop watching the 2-Bit Gringos.
Yeah, watch it late at night in case you have insomnia. And, yeah. All right. Excellent. Well, this has been fun. Have a wonderful day.
You too. And
we will
stay safe, everybody.
Chat soon. Yes. Stay safe. Stay home. Wear your gloves. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. All right. And wash your gloves. Yes.
Wash your hands. Don't spread.
That's right. Adios.
Okay. Ciao.